we never returned to Let's Play Afterlife. I've skipped ahead just a little bit, about 1,000 years, and I think I've broken the game. First of all, yellow has become a persistent problem in both realms. And I don't know why that is. I really don't think it should be. I think it's kind of a bug. And it's just gotten stuck. But it's become a real problem in heaven because it's started to affect diversity. And diversity is one of the factors that makes things evolve. So, I'm considering a larger expansion of just lots of this yellow. The problem is that if I keep doing that, I'll be paying for the roads, and longer roads means more problems. But the second thing that's wrong with the game is the planet. And this doesn't look like the same planet that we started out with. I don't know what went on here. Something definitely happened, and they are all at advanced Gulf again. They went straight from industrialization to the top level tech, and I'm not sure how that happened. Also, the planet is overwhelmingly virtuous. I've had to throw in a few demonic areas. Well, looking at the yellow in heaven, I guess in both really, there is a large proportion of temporary souls, and so I've tried to influence. Hold on a minute. Alright, just had to clear my throat. I tried to influence it so that they would stop believing in reincarnation, although it occurs to me that that doesn't really affect the temporary permanent ratio in the souls, because temporary doesn't necessarily mean that they all go to the karma center and go back and be reincarnated. Sometimes it can also mean that they believe in multiple afterlives, meaning that if they come in and go to a blue zone, but they also believe that they deserve to be rewarded for orange, then when they're done here, they'll go over to orange, and sometimes if they believe in both heaven and hell, they'll be punished first, so they'll come down here, and then they'll be brought up to heaven to get their rewards before they either become permanent souls or go and be reincarnated. It's actually a pretty complex system in the game. As you can see, I've also had to build a crap ton of limbos, which has had the effect of hiring a lot more angels than I can actually deal with. I actually have to keep these up, because if I lose 3 or 4 of them, then I start to have idle angels, and at this point we cannot afford to have idle angels and demons because they will go between realms and start destroying things. So, we are fairly close. I mean, 844 million souls in both heaven and hell. We have almost 500 million in hell, so we should get the 5th structure here pretty soon, and I've actually got 345 million in heaven, so heaven has caught up quite rapidly. But we're also at 30% imported angels, so that isn't good. And I've been trying to swap things around. I actually had to put in another utopia and dystopia because I was having so many angels and demons. Anyway, let's have things go and see if I can get that 5th structure this episode. Heaven is out of balance, I guess. Okay. We'll just balance it. Those ports are filling up. Man, if I could get these generic structures to evolve into their big 4x4 structures, that would take care of all of my population problems. But I just can't seem to get them to go. Now, if I get that 5th structure and I put it here, it might have a large enough area of influence that it can actually affect that.
I suppose I should no longer be startled by your accomplishments, O haughty one. But ringing the bell on 500 million souls is a rare achievement indeed. Frankly, the powers that be are becoming a mite frightened of your prowess, and are offering this tactile degradation gizmo to appease your wrath.
Hooray! Well, that is going to help. But let me lower some things. Okay, so it's actually, here in hell, it's actually a bigger problem over here. And I filled in all the holes where I could put it, so it's kind of screwed over there. But I think I will here. So let's get rid of this one. Where is it needed? Maybe at this end? Or... no, let's put it here actually. There. Okay. So the 5th structure. The tactile degradation gizmo. Skegfod the Ungrateful Demon. The final chapter. As Skegfod looked out over the screaming, exploding, vomiting masses, he felt no joy. "Doesn't it get any worse?" he moaned. Suddenly, 1,000 barbed chains appeared out of nowhere and hooked themselves into Skegfod's demonic flesh. With a sudden yank, they pulled 95.3% of the skin off his body, leaving his innards exposed to the sulphurous air. Before he could fully react, 1,000,000 little crimson lightning bolts began to strike each and every exposed nerve ending, sending him into paroxysms of pain. "Not bad," he winced, "but have you ever tried to sleep on a motel hide-a-bed?" So, you guessed it, Skegfod went about building another machine. When he was finished building the tactile degradation gizmo, the powers that be showed up at his doorstep. They were happy, but in a nasty kind of way. "You are the single biggest schmuck in all of creation," they glowered. "You have found no joy in heaven, and we have known no pain in hell." Oh, and have known no pain in hell. "We are left with no choice but to reincarnate you." "Great," said Skegfod. "As a rock. As the universe's only sentient rock. You will be unable to see, hear, smell, taste, or feel. You will be a thing of pure thought, unable to experience anything but your own ever-increasing dementia." "But," gulped Skegfod frantically. "Have a nice day," said the powers that be as they snapped their all-powerful fingers. The moral of the story is, nobody likes a whiner. So that is what happened to Skegfod. Now if I can get the 5th structure in heaven, we will have the complete story. So, let's see now. So heaven... now if you look at both, they are plateauing in population, which is not good, because that means the planet's population is also slowing down. What did that do? Apparently did nothing. Let me balance hell. What is that doing to the vibes? Wow, that is a big area of effect there. But still not big enough. Well, the next goal, of course, would be to... we're filling up the limbos again. The next goal would be to get 1 billion souls after we get that structure so that we can get some of these. I'm still not quite sure if that's 1 billion per realm or in total. Wow, these World of Pain structures can now hold 4,200,000 souls. That's really good. I have a feeling that in order to get 1,000,000,000 souls a realm, I would actually have to fill it up with those. Okay, something blue. Was that the one in hell? I think it was. Alright, so what are we losing? Yellow again. Yeah, that has to be a bug. It just does not make sense. Oh, this one went. Over here, finally. Now, if only I could get the rest of them to go. I mean, I suppose I could fill it in. Oh, there's green. Green is finally ready to be filled in. That's nice. What are we looking at for demons? 14%. So this is on. Both the ones in heaven are on. Oh goody. So let's see if we can force this to evolve now. We might have a better chance now that it is surrounded, because I think these open astral areas actually have a negative effect, because they don't hold any charge or vibes. But I think just the fact that they are empty is bad. Sounds like there is a lot going, or a lot devolving, I should say, down in hell. You can kind of tell just based on what the sound is. Whether it's more emphatic, or if it's kind of subdued. Okay, heaven needs a rebalance. There we go. You know, it's really surprising to me that I've only needed the one karma station in both realms. They've actually gone for quite a while. And pink hasn't filled in nearly as much as it should. I feel like maybe I should put that last structure over there. Although... Oh, good. This one went, finally. So let's fill this in. Maybe it'll carry over. Man, that would be great. Then I could just get as many as I wanted. Because if we're only at 500 million souls now in hell, And I do have to go all the way to get the 1 billion in a one realm situation. I'm not going to have enough room down here. I'm pretty sure this is the biggest the map gets. I guess I could have kept going through until I found one with less river in it, because that takes up a lot of valuable real estate. How is the power? Doing really well. Overall spiffiness, still about the same. Well, I don't think that's ever going to change. I don't think yellow is ever going to go down. But overall, things seem to be going rather well. All the same, I mean, I have those little problems every now and then, but the limbos seem to be able to catch most of it. But this is why I tend to skip ahead now, because there's just nothing to do but sort of go over the same stuff again and again. I guess I could put some more stuff in. Like, I could put in a whole bunch of stuff up in heaven. And maybe try and get something to go there. Even though I don't really need to, because we're not having that problem. I mean, it's constantly staying at this rate. But I think that might also help sort of fill everything in a little bit more. Let's try it. So I'll put in a green, orange, try and maintain a little bit of diversity. I think I need to put in more of the generic zoning, though. That's really what's going to help, is getting those big structures. Heaven has a little bit more room than Hell does, just because it doesn't have that second branch of the river. But nonetheless, it's very difficult to squeeze in this many souls, let alone a billion. I have a feeling that's going to take a while. Now, of course, when I do this... Yeah, see, the demand is there. The demand is definitely there. It's just... Okay, so I managed to get that to go. It's just somehow it's bugged so that it doesn't. I don't get it. Well, now we're down to 17% imported. Well, I'm probably going to need... it always needs that second dose of balancing, because the initial one causes it to come up out of... causes the structures to come up out of their smaller versions, and then when you do it again, it corrects the debalancing, or the unbalancing, I guess. I don't think debalance is a word. See, now pink has no problem evolving. The pink structures always evolve first. Which is good, I guess. It's just everyone else could sort of follow along to make it easier. Gravity goes bonkers. But only 100 million or 100,000 died. There's only 81 million on the planet. And we have nearly 900. Oh god, there goes the limbos down in hell. They are full, yes. Okay, well, I guess we can put in some yellows and blues. And there's a lot of undiverse structures over here. Let's try and just fill in the last bit over here. Oops, one too many. Okay, and that leaves me room for a structure over here if I want it. Or no, there's not enough to put in a 4x generic structure, unfortunately. Okay, well, you know, I don't think I need this much blue, actually. Even though it showed that it was in trouble, I don't think it actually is that much in trouble. Okay, so put that down. Holy crap. Okay, well, I guess I was wrong. Okay, well, apparently the angels are back in 6% imported. Oh god. It's because we lost a couple of the limbo bars. Okay, well, how many are in heaven right now? 373. So it'll be a while, but probably not that long before I get to 500 million up here. But I will be skipping ahead until that happens. So I will see you next time.